Good morning, gentlemen. The camera's getting fogged up a little bit because it's so muggy here. It was great in Florida. The people here, I'm really impressed with the people. They're hard workers. They're living the American dream. They're loving the sun. I may have to clean this camera, but I have to leave. The tour is improving, and today I have a 12-hour drive to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. There's a flood warning on the way, but I think we can make it through. So join me on this trip to Atlanta from Florida. I wish I had tried more fruit while I was here. It was like a local farm advertising pineapples and lots of fruit I'd never heard of. I want some. I'm sorry, I have to leave. Pretty sure those are avocados. Now we're starting to get into some of the farms. So much unproductive farmland. I mean, unproductive land, I should say, not even farmland. There's just so much unproductive land in America. Some people say, oh, we're running out of land for people. That's not true. The world is filled with abundance. All we have to do is work, and it takes work, right? Flat and empty. We are in the Everglades right now. The floor of the Everglades is limestone. It's a giant flat limestone rock, basically. And it slopes to the south. So the water, any water that hits it just kind of flows southward. There's probably waterways and stuff that runs through it, and that's what the tour guides are taking people on, to see the gators and to explore the Everglades. Probably pretty fun. I'll have to get back here and do that sometime. They got these cool huts, tiki huts. There's construction going on, so not the most picturesque, but kind of cool. That's the Everglades. That was something new. Flashing sign that had a picture of a cat. Apparently, there's big cats around these parts. Driving through Fort Myers, Florida, and it sounds like this place is known for winter homes, for Thomas Edison and Henry Ford, some of the great innovators of American history. Innovation is a principle of success in America. For some reason, I feel like we as Americans have forgotten how important innovation is. You think of some of the great innovators of our time. Elon Musk comes to mind. Revitalized the American auto industry in many ways. Why aren't we celebrating that? It doesn't matter what part of the aisle you're on. Innovation is an American principle of prosperity. I love to think about that driving through Fort Myers, Florida, home of some of the great innovators. I guess they have a festival of lights or something. Definitely an interesting place to visit if you're into that sort of thing, innovation.
Check it out.
I be like, sheesh, sunset on the beach. Make me wanna pull up in Miami with the heat. I don't know about you, but I know about me. Summertime in Florida, catch me sliding on the Keys. It's lyrics from the song Sheesh by Surfaces and Ty Verde. So So I hit some traffic back there. I wanted to mention this life tip or life hack. If you hit traffic, okay, and you're on the freeway, you might say, oh, well, which lane is going to go faster? I can tell you almost certainly which lane is going to go faster without knowing anything. On average, the lane on the right before an exit is always going to go faster because there's people getting off. No doubt there's people getting off at that exit. So as you're coming up to an exit, you want to stay in the right lane. The minute you pass that exit, you try to merge left and get over into the far left lane. Stay in that lane until you see an exit coming up, and then you get back over into the right lane. You got to drive safe. Don't cut people off and stuff, but that is a life hack. If you already knew that, let me know in the comments. If you try it and it doesn't seem true, or if you tried it and it does seem true, let me know. I'd love your feedback on it. If you didn't have a strategy for how to navigate traffic on a freeway, now you do. 5 hours left. Here you have it, folks. The world's largest peanut. To tell you the truth though, I actually don't know if that's the case because I saw a similar sign in Kansas, but I thought this would be a fitting place to talk about my outfit today. I have a Brooks Brothers shirt. It's my first Brooks Brothers shirt that I've ever purchased, and I liked the print, although it's a little loud, but hey, this is Miami. I was in Miami. I think I bought it in Orlando, Florida. I also bought these pants from Cuba Vera. They are linen, and I think they're part of a Guayavera outfit that's traditionally Cuban, and I am really impressed. I love linen. Now that I've been in Georgia and Florida with the heat and humidity, these pants are really cool for a couple reasons. One, they're very thin and lightweight, so you can wear pants in the summer and not feel like you're sweating too much. But the other reason I really like them is because they're still a heavy garment, and that's kind of nice because when you're walking, kind of pull air into them because they move a lot. So they're heavy enough to pull air into them. It almost feels like you have a fan on your legs sometimes when you're walking, which is really nice in the heat and the humidity. So I get why people wear these because they are so nice in the heat. And yeah, this was my Miami outfit. To try to stave off the heat. It's a little less hot here in Georgia, but no less beautiful. There's some palm trees right behind me. You may be able to see them. Can you see them over there? Yeah, I got some palm trees. And the biggest peanut in the world, apparently.
Here we go.
Man, I just heard the revelry. Dun, 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 dun. What is this place? I'm outside of Georgia, near a military base. I think that's the military base. 8:05. Oh. Time to get up. Good morning, gentlemen wise. So I had a work day yesterday, but the drive ended very late. I got in about pretty much 11. Check-in was easy. It was dark though. It's always weird like checking in the dark. So today's Sunday. I'm on my way to church, which is a great opportunity to dress up. It's also a great opportunity to ride the one wheel. I have quite the peaceful ride so far. I'm hoping that it stays that way. Total distance is about 3 miles. The one wheel should make it easy. It cooled down yesterday. We got some nice cloud cover. The Weather Channel says there's no chance of rain. Looks pretty cloudy to me. I'm a little worried, to be honest. I am not making good time, as Google is happy to let me know. I'm now not gonna be there till 8:59. So this is my first hill going down. I was surprised to find the church so close. Pretty sure that's because of the Bible Belt. Believe in people. Gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. So one thing I love about my church is that no matter where you go in the country, you can find a congregation of believers that have values very similar to your own. Now, it's interesting because every ward has its own culture. Every congregation has its own culture, even though the gospel's the same. I made it. Just got to get in here in time. All right, that was a good meeting. Good ward. The Holy Spirit felt strengthened in my resolve. Can't complain. Really happy that I came. Part of me wonders if I should check out some other churches while I'm here. I could do a church tour on Sunday. I had to take a little detour to let some cars pass. Okay, so up and down hills, this thing has been amazing. Like on a bike, if you're going down a big hill, you kind of have to apply the brake a lot. So natural, and it's so good at going down. At least, I know you can't go down super steep hills, but the hills that I've been on so far have been great. I think I am gonna have to take a break. My foot needs to walk around. My foot's dying. Oh. I gotta learn how to get off this thing better. Good morning, gentlemen. I'm on my way to pick up my car today. 2019 Ford Mustang convertible. I like the convertibles because then I can get better shots out the roof, better sightseeing. That is one part of American history, the Wright brothers. We do claim the innovation of flying, and what a cool claim that is. Oh, beautiful sidewalk. Oh, how I love you. What is that? I'm loving this walk. This trail just got a whole lot nicer. Mountain to river trail. So I made it. She had me pick up at the police station. I was driving out really awkward because the car was locked. I was like, man, wouldn't that be funny if like someone just sent me to a car at a police station and then I'm like taking pictures of it, walking around it, and then it turns out to be the wrong car. That would be hilarious. Anyways, I am off. I made it on time and we are on schedule to head out.
From sports coats to Coca-Cola, dress shoes to dress sneakers, Atlanta celebrates dress culture, all while updating for a new generation.
Let's get going. Let's get started. Let's take a ride. Roll. Suit up. We're suited up. Let's stand up and take action. The tour of Atlanta is finished, and I'm on my way to drop off the car. If you don't miss the tour, there were some pretty interesting things that happened on it, but there's a whole separate video. But these vlog videos are kind of stories that if I'm doing anything interesting, a lot of times I'm not, but learning how to one wheel at least is interesting for me to talk about. So if nothing else, thanks for tuning in for that. But yeah, today I'm gonna drop off the one wheel and hopefully see some sights on the way back.